Hello everyone, in this video we'll be seeing how to set the hardware breakpoints. So we have seen the software breakpoints where we will overwrite the first byte of the address with CC hexadecimal byte. We are changing the memory protection and changing the contents, so that's not an ideal way when you're writing a malware. So malware have this checksum. It will check whether the content has been modified or not. So if it's modified, then it will try to quit without execution. So we can put the hardware breakpoints. So these are related to CPU registers. So there are debug registers. You need to set the address in those debug registers, and whenever the address executes or read writes, performing read writes on that address, then the CPU will halt and we should handle that exception. So there are 6 debug registers and DR0 to DR7. So there are 8, but DR4 and DR5 are obsolete, and DR0 to DR3, that means DR0, DR1, DR2, DR3 store the addresses of the breakpoints where you want to put. So the hardware breakpoints are only limited to 4 addresses. You cannot put more than that. And DR6 is a debug status register. The processor set the corresponding bits from the DR7 register. So this is the debug control register where we will set the appropriate bits to enable that particular breakpoint. So you should check the DR0, 1, 2 or 3 whether those are empty, and you need to set the address correspondingly. You should not overwrite the previous value. So finding an empty DR register is important, and then here you can see the first bit and second bit corresponds to local breakpoint for DR0 register and global breakpoint for DR0 register. So we'll be setting the local breakpoint for DR0. So if you write the address in the DR0, then you need to enable this bit. For DR1, the next third and fourth bits, and DR3 and DR4. So these, if you need to turn this bit into 1 to enable the breakpoint. And then you need to set the breakpoint condition, whether the breakpoint should happen upon execution or read write or read. So the 17th and 18th bits, you can see here breakpoint condition for 0. So this breakpoint condition, here you can see the values. In 0 means instruction execution, 01 data write only, 10 read write, and 11 data read and writes. So we will be setting 00 for now. I have already written the function, so I will show that in a moment. So we need to set this 2 bits to these values correspondingly, and the next 2 bits are related to length. So the amount of bytes we want to breakpoint to enable. So if the 1 byte, so whenever a CPU tries to access the 1 byte at that address, then the breakpoint is going to hit. And for 01 it's 2 bytes. Whenever the CPU is going to perform operation on 2 bytes, then it's 01, 8 bytes 10 and 4 bytes 11. So 8 bytes is only enabled in x86 64 architecture. So in that way you can set these 2 bytes for the length of bytes we want to enable the breakpoint for. So this is for DR0, DR1, DR2 and DR3. So I already written the function. It is very lengthy one. I have seen other GitHub code where they will do the shift operations to shift the bytes, but it's if you write your own code, then you will understand. So that's why I have written. So first, this is the function set hardware breakpoint in thread. It will take the address and length and the condition and the thread ID. So if the context, we are going to get the thread context. If it is okay, then we are going to see whether the dr0 is equals to 0, then that means the dr0 is empty and available. We are going to set the address to this dr0, and we are going to set the last bit to 1, sorry, the first bit from the LSB, least significant bit, to 1. That means this bit. And the next, we are going to set the 17th and 18th bit. It defines the condition. So here you can see when you do the AND operation with FFFF and C, you will only clearing these bits. So F means 4 ones. So what I am doing is I am doing the AND operation with this C. So whatever the values at this position will clear off. So that is, these 2 bits gets zeroed. And then I am going to set the condition. If the condition is 0, then I am going to set the execution. So it's the same, we are clearing these 2 bits to 0, right? So they are already 0. You can just do the AND operation with the above value, and if it's 1, and I'm going to do the OR operation, because here we have 2 zeros and I'm doing the OR operation with 0 1. So that should set the 17th bit to 1, which will enable the breakpoint for the write only. And 3, I am doing the 1 1. So it is the same, instead of 1 0 I am putting 1 1 for the read write access. And now we are going to set the next 2 bits, that is the length. So here you can see I have written in the comments 0 0 1 byte, 0 1 2 bytes, 1 0 8 bytes, and 1 1 4 bytes. If it is 1, then we are going to set this as 0 0. So this doing the AND operation will clear off all these bits to 0. And if it's 2, then we need to write 0 1. You can see 0 1. And doing the OR operation with zeros will get the same value as the previous one. Now with the 8, I am doing the 1 0 and 4 1 1. So this is how I set this breakpoint condition and the length. So once you understand how to set for one register, it is almost same for the remaining 3 registers. So if it's DR1, we are going to set the third bit to 1, and then clearing of 21 22 bits. You can see the 21 22 bits, and then setting the condition, and then setting the length. It's the same way for the DR2 and DR3 registers. Now we are going to set the thread context for the thread. So you can see these are the comments I have seen in the GitHub repository. So these are just 2 lines, very simple, but we don't know what they are doing unless you write some examples on how this doing. So it's the same code these 2 lines are doing. So this is our function. Set hardware breakpoint in thread. I have already copied into my project. So the previous project I have written 2 weeks ago. So this is the project for the tutorial purposes. So we are going to set the hardware breakpoint here. We have the function and we have the code. I have commented this user input because message box A waits indefinitely for our user input to close. So we can remove this set hardware breakpoint, and we have already fetched the message box A address, and I am using the function hardware breakpoint length 1 condition 0, so execution. And it is the exception single step that is going to be generated for the hardware breakpoints. So let's go and run this. So here you can see the exception single step has been occurred at 1A 2A 3C0, which is message box A address. And so this is for the next video, clearing hardware breakpoints. Sorry. So we can see the exception single step has been occurred at this, and I did not enable the clear hardware breakpoint code here. It's not compiling properly. Let me try again. Okay, so we can see we did not clear breakpoint. So okay, So okay, I think it got fixed. I have set the hardware breakpoint after we continue in the process, and also this cargo, for some unknown reason, it's not compiling the latest version. So I'm going to click OK. Now we can see the single step has been occurred at this address, and the process exited because we did not handle properly. So we are going to clear the hardware breakpoint in the next video. So that's all for this video.